All right. Hey, it's Sunday, late afternoon here in Palos Verdes. And how was your holidays? It's like, it's done, it's over. And thank God we're in 2026. Boy, am I happy to say goodbye to 2025. I don't know about you, but man, that was a rough year on a lot of levels. So I had a great holiday because I had a lot of downtime, a lot of relaxing, a lot of free time, a lot of free time to think and creative ideas, coming through my intuition. I call them divine downloads. Free time to play, go to parties. I mean, it was just a really, really lovely kind of a stay vacation. And yeah, I'm very well rested and ready for this new year. And I'm excited about some new things coming up, which I'll share in just a moment. But yeah, here we are, and Happy New Year. All right. So I'm just about ready to write right now, put together my script for the first episode of Follow Your Joy podcast of 2026. As in, this is going to be episode, I think it's 96. We're almost at 100. I know, yay! And it's a solo episode. I'll be really going through the kind of a recap of the podcast and the highlights of the podcast and the growth and various categories that the podcast fell under, from all the stats and lots of good stuff. And some things are going to be changing on the podcast as far as content, guests, because it's all going to align with my new brand that I'm so excited about, that really truly sits right in the core, right in the center of who I am now in my life. And that brand is called La Vita è Bella, which means life is beautiful. And it encompasses and represents everything about me. Yes, things that you know as far as the coaching, but I'm adding beautiful lifestyle products that I'll be an affiliate of, and I'll be showing up a lot more on TikTok. I know, you believe that one. I'm going to create another Instagram page for that brand. So essentially, I'm turning Marla Diane, it's staying the same URL, but I'm turning myself into a lifestyle brand for what I call refined women ready to live and design their next chapter, right? And there's going to be fabulous content on the podcast, different types of experts, definitely reinvention stories, just you name it. It's all going to be rolled out over the next, month and a half. So stay tuned for that. And of course, my signature soul-led next level portal. That's not going away. That is in full force. In fact, it's kind of a combination of 17 years of coaching, of where I really, really enjoy being in this space. And it brings me a lot of joy, which is helping, again, what I call refined women, 45 and older, who are truly have evolved. They've changed not only physically, hormone wise, which happens, our brain changes, our likes, our dislikes, everything changes, right, around that age. And even more so, the momentum keeps going once you hit your 50s, right, and your 60s. So it is very common for women to be creating a new chapter in their life. And I want to be at the center of that, literally ushering them in, guiding them in to develop this beautiful new chapter, new identity with my methodology. which some of you know is the blend of the feminine masculine with the feminine leading, as in feminine wisdom, feminine intuition, the fun, the play, the adventure of life, the spirituality, the creativity of life, all those beautiful parts of life that we tend to neglect because why? We're in our masculine, no gender. These are principles and energies. But we have been so trained by society to operate in our masculine, which is from the neck up in our head. Our logic, our practicality, our function, our strategies, our systems, our responsibilities. I mean, all these important things we need to do, but it's too much. We live there way too much. And we're neglecting this beautiful part of our life, which is the feminine, which is from the neck down in the whole body. Yeah? All right. Anyway, that is definitely in full force. And as part of, as part of this lifestyle brand, is I've also been introduced, in fact, just the last couple days, to a phenomenal expert, Dr. Mindy Pelz. You may know her, it's Pelz. She is amazing. Boy, how did I miss that memo? Once I went to her Instagram page, I saw a ton of people I know that are following her, and I thought, boy, did I miss that memo. Where has she been? Anyway, I'm thrilled. I just jumped into her content. She's an expert not only on women's hormones, their health, their wellness, menopause, and her expertise is in as well water fasting, as in a 3-day medically trained guided water fast to help put your body back into a healing mode so that your body can then operate in the way that it needs to. I'm learning so much. I've been taking copious notes, listening to her YouTube channel, listening to her podcast channel, and I've joined her annual beginning of January 3-day water fast. And it's a huge community. She's got like, I don't know, it seems to be over hundreds of thousands of women in this community. I was blown away. So I'm thrilled with that, and I'll definitely be including her content, her expertise within my lifestyle brand. So be watching out for that, especially, right, my refined women in 45 and older who are going through this hormonal change. And it's a true thing. And in fact, by the way, how I found Mindy was I was listening to Marie Forleo's interview. It came in my email box in the last couple of days, and I went to go watch her interview with this woman, which I didn't know at the time, and I was amazed at the transparency and the conversation that was going on all around the change of life, menopause, premenopause, the whole conversation, right? That I know is out there. You've been seeing a lot of it over the last couple of years, but this was probably the first, and I've taken in a lot of those conversations over YouTube and podcasts. Between Marie and Mindy, it was like sitting down with a good friend over coffee and hearing every truth about how life has changed for both of them. So I highly recommend it. So that's how I found Mindy. All right. So part of this also about health and wellness and understanding my hormones and what's going on with me at this stage of life is I am recommitted to my health and fitness. So I've already joined a local gym that's actually a fitness center, and it's got phenomenal classes. I did my first class today. It was a body sculpt class, and I am just hunkering down to get back to how I used to be, which was very fit, very athletic, very much into understanding the health of my body and the way that I ate. I've never had a challenge with eating. I was always very good about eating healthy, but now I'm really raising the bar, because my body's completely different. And so is my brain, and so is yours if you're in this, 45 to 70 age range. That's the whole thing about Mindy, is she talks about, and she's an expert around what's going on with your brain and what's changed about it and how to go about working with it. And she comes from a place of very positive approach to working with your brain opposed to the gloom and doom that's out there. So anyway, all that to say is I'm excited. I love this center. It's not only got a gym, but it's got just tons of different classes to be taking, weight bearing classes, like I said, body sculpt classes, yoga, Pilates. I mean, I go on and on and on. So lifestyle change, health and fitness, and I'm super thrilled about that. And it goes along with the new brand, right? La Vita, right? E Bella, life is beautiful. And I'm going to be walking that talk the best I can. Okay, I think, let's see, what else? I'm looking at my list. Yeah, I think that's it for the moment. You'll hear more of this on the podcast that releases. It'll be coming out on Wednesday the 7th. And yeah, I'm really, really grateful for this new year and what's to come. And I will be seeing you online, offline, and whatever I can do to support you, let me know. And I'd love to hear in the comments below, how'd your holidays go? Yeah? All right. Take care.